Tonight, these 13 faces forever etched into our memories. Their lives cut short April 20th, 1999, but their legacies live on 20 years later. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Allen.
And I'm Tom Mustin. Today's remembrance ceremony attended by hundreds. They heard moving stories of hope from survivors.
And Denver 7's Lance Hernandez listened with them about the message they have had 2 decades in the making.
A somber day at the Columbine Memorial. JODEE Forbes remembers being in this park 20 years ago, the day after the tragedy. She hugged one of the students.
He was like a football player, and he held me and cried for what it seemed like forever. And it was beautiful because it didn't matter. We just held each other.
Claudia Guzman brought flowers. She placed one in front of a panel with a message that struck her to the core. It says the hardest part to understand was kids killing kids.
It's so true, because even though, you know, the perpetrators, even though they were 18, they were still young. They were still children.
At the remembrance ceremony, School Board President Ron Mitchell mentioned the resilience of the Columbine community.
Thank you for showing all of us how the strength of the human spirit triumphs over the forces of evil.
Attendees heard from survivor Sean Graves. He was shot 6 times and today thanked first responders.
It's because of you, somebody like me, survived that day.
You know the secret to surviving?
Dawn Anna, whose daughter Lauren Townsend died in the mass shooting, said surviving is a struggle.
And then, one day, you realize it's not so dark.
There was a video message from former President Bill Clinton, who honored the victims.
The greatest tribute we can pay them is to live our own lives in a way that redeems the years they didn't have. I wish you well.
Today we make a recommitment to make the world to be a more accepting and loving place, a world that provides bright futures for our children, grandchildren, nieces, and nephews.
A solemn end to the ceremony.
Matt, Hector.
As the name of each victim was read, a white dove released into the air.
Daniel, Mauser.
In tribute to those lost 20 years ago. Lance Hernandez, Denver 7.
And today's event was put on by the Columbine Memorial Foundation, which is funded entirely through private donations. If you'd like to contribute to the foundation, we have a link at thedenverchannel.com.
And today was not just about those events 20 years ago. Current and former Columbine High School students spent their Earth Day morning cleaning up the Columbine Memorial Garden.
And I think it's a good thing to just show that we don't have to let it hurt us too much. Obviously it hurts, but we can make something good out of it and help our community, and that's really important for everybody around here.
That garden is located at Ken Carroll Middle School in Littleton and was created as a place of reflection for everyone affected by that tragedy.